It's time to disconnect from all your devices and head out to Mandalay Farms in Palm Beach County. I am here with Kaya, the most beautiful miniature horse you've ever seen. And you won't believe what we've got coming up. We're going to interview Karen Taylor, who brought together this gorgeous facility that is doing so much to bring human and animals together with that all-important connection.
Hi, welcome to Mandalay Farms. I'm Karen Taylor and I'm here with Gia, our 1.5-year-old spider monkey. Gia is a female captive bred 1.5-year-old spider monkey. I've raised her at Mandalay Farms since she was 6 weeks old.
Thanks for tuning in to Passport to the Palm Beaches. I'm your host, Jacqueline Journey, and it is time to disconnect from your devices and get in touch with nature. We're here with the awesome Karen Taylor. You have created this oasis in Palm Beach County, Mandalay Farms. Tell us a little bit about how you got into this. You started out as a runway model and an actress, and here you are amongst all these fantastic animals.
Thank you. So it really has been a labor of love, and it's slowly evolved into what it is. We've been here 7 years now, and I started off with just 6 horses and some chickens. And so we have expanded into a fully licensed private zoo, and we have 22 horses. We breed miniature horses here, and we have about 85 exotic and farm animals that range from llamas to emus, kangaroos, spider monkeys, quadrumundis, you name it, we probably have it.
Now, this is kind of a best kept secret. You know, a lot of people in the know about it, but it's not open to the public. But you do so many good works and do a lot of good for the community. Tell us about some of the foundations and organizations that you work with and what you're giving back to the community. It's really amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's really my passion. So my 2 passions are children and animals. So I've finally found a way to combine them together. And I work with foster kids and veterans and women that have gone through domestic violence situations. And then for our general kids all across the board, including our kids with individual disabilities, we bring them in and we do our farm program and our animal education program, and really that's working with any animal. So children on the autism spectrum sometimes fixate on a particular animal, and so we're able to do that. Children with dyslexia can read to an animal of their choice, practice reading. And that's a great way to get them through, the difficulty of practicing reading again and again. So we like to support that. Our new program that I'm really excited to do is we want to train kids who have aged out of the foster care system in animal care jobs, either as a zookeeper or an equestrian groom. So we want to put them through a trained internship program here so they can go on to make money, whether they want to save up for college and do something else or if that's their career path. I think a connection to nature is really important, and I think everyone is created for connection. So the biggest misconception about children on the autism spectrum is that they don't want to connect, when actually they do. It's just difficult for them. So you can practice a lot of your social skills with animals in a safe, non-threatening environment because they're non-judgmental. You can make mistakes and they'll give you a chance and a chance and a chance. Particularly the kids who are learning about personal space. We use our horses a lot for that, but really a lot of our animals are good for that. But personal space is something everyone has a different level of comfort, right? So we're teaching kids about how to read body language. It's a lot easier to have them focus on an animal and then make the connection, the parallel on their own to humans. So we don't spell it out and they seem to get the lesson better. So we talk about what each animal's personal space is and how to adjust your energy. Sometimes people are too much for someone, right? Their energy's too high. And so to be able to read that and tone it down, you can do that with horses because you can draw them and repel them with your energy. And I teach the kids how to do that. We talk about it like a superpower, but it's a superpower they take out into the world with them, which is really helpful. But we also consider the whole property, the whole environment itself to also be therapeutic, which is why we keep our property private and we're not open to the public. We don't have large crowds. Our animals are not doing back-to-back interactions. So I try to balance their needs and also what they have to offer people, and keeping in mind that it's enriching for them to interact with new people too. And just like a mom falls in love with her husband the first time he sees them hold a child, it's how I feel when our animals connect with others. I feel really blessed to be able to interact with these animals and to be able to share them with other people, and that's the important part. Our whole build out here was never about just me having this private thing all to myself or all to my children. It's always been about what you can put back out in the world and what you can share. And that's a philosophy that we started our family foundation with, and that I run Mandalay Farm Zoological Society with, is that everything you're given, your time, your talents, your resources, it's never meant just for you. It's meant to be shared with the world. And I think if everyone puts what they have out into the world, it'd be such an amazing place. So these are our redfoot tortoises. Do you want to grab a strawberry? So they're obviously get their name because they have these red markings on their feet. Feed that one. Wow. And they're kind of known as the Labradors of tortoises because they have such a great personality, and that's something I think people underestimate, that tortoises can have personalities. They're pretty friendly, and they start to recognize situations with people, so they know when everyone comes they're going to get some great treats and some rubs. They can feel everything on the shell, so you can actually pet them on their shell.
They love those strawberries. Holy cow. Come here, you want to give the turtle some strawberry?
So in here we have our sulcata tortoises. This here I believe is Delilah, and we have Samson right around over here. The sulcata tortoises are native to in the Sahara deserts of Africa, but they're very popular pets here, especially in the United States. When it comes to these guys, they don't make really good pets. It's a very big responsibility. They can grow to be over 100 pounds. Not only that, but if very well taken care of, can live to be over 100.
They're hungry. All right, we're going for the daily goat walk, and the goats are on their way to get some dinner, so they are very excited.
It's been important to me that I balance. The interaction must be positive and desirable for the animal and the human. So we...
Well, I don't know about him, but I'm having a blast.
We're gonna do hair. We're gonna do hair.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow. I have never done anything like that before. That was incredible.
This is Axel, and he's a three-banded armadillo. He gets that name because you see 1, 2, 3 bands. And if you want a pet, you can feel his armor. Now he is really cool. God created him amazing. He has a hairy belly, right? But he folds up. Let me see. Look how he folds up perfectly like a Pokemon. And look, feel. It's the only species of armadillo that rolls up. Everyone thinks they all do, but it's only this one. And do you see his little cute tiny ears? I think he's gonna be a little heavier than you're suspecting. Can you put your hands like a cup? And we're gonna let your mom get a great picture. There you go. You hold him close to your body so that he doesn't feel like he's gonna fall. He literally has no teeth, and only the tip of a pencil could even fit in his mouth.
Have you known Harry since he was a baby?
Yes, we've had him since he was a baby. He was syringe fed, and so he was used to being handled and loves people. And so you can see, you can really tell with the relaxed body. I mean, I've got just one open hand, you know. So that's how you can really, and also when he lifts up his arm to say that's where the spot is, and he lifts his head. I love his little ears. There you go.
They're
see?
adorable.
He's saying that's the spot.